Okay, do you mind helping me understand the hand motion again? Can't hear. Okay.
You are muted, Kay.
Okay, I need to unmute.
Kay
Okay.
is muted.
How do I do that? Let's see.
Kay does. Kay has to.
Okay, has to unmute.
Kay, you are muted.
Okay.
Now.
You can hear us. Okay. So these are the beloved beings at Namaste Lake Chapala who are really joyful to gather together today in this. To come to join us to celebrate the infinite light of being. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, it's on auto mute. I think this is a message that really no words are necessary. So I think you were asking, were you asking about the hand raising part? Yeah. Or the indication? So I'll just start out by explaining the light circle for all of us. So this is really honoring the light of infinite being, really. We're here to celebrate that there only is light and the infinite power of being. That being has to recognize light immediately. No waiting, no delays. And this is really Jesus, a new covenant, is what he's saying. As infinite beings, see that you're light before anything else. And ultimately, we're here to see that there is only light, infinite light. And this is the celebration. This is what we come here to celebrate, infinite light. The infinite light of being. So we start with the light and focusing on the light that's here. And to see that we have power to see that everything actually arises in light. Nothing's apart from light. And that we, as we focus on the light, we have this deep, silent dialogue with Jesus, because Jesus speaks to everyone. There's no one being. So as we focus on the light and we ask Jesus, we go into our heart, Jesus, show me what the denials are, so that he can reveal all the denials to this infinite light in our heart and be with him as he shows us, free of guilt, free of identity, just really noticing, okay, Jesus, it's an admission. So for each being, as they're having this conversation, deep conversation with Jesus about denials, the experience here is that it's so beautiful, because I just ask him in my heart when he shows me something. I asked Jesus, do I still have a denial of that? And he goes, yep. Like this, you can hear it. And so then I'm just really present with that desire. Show me the desire. Let him bring it into consciousness and really present with it. An admission. It's like an admission. Okay, I do believe that. I have invested that energy there. And it's just the light. I just rest it in the light. And so as it clears, then we just raise our hand to indicate that communication. And it's really beautiful. The experience here is like when it's given to Jesus, he speaks so many times, as we can all hear him. He gives a message. It's just extraordinary for here. So it's really developing that communication with the internal light, focusing on the light, seeing where the denials are, and releasing them together as he delivers them. So thank you for asking for that clarification. Does that feel clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it just takes a little bit of practice at first, seemingly, or some have already had this conversation. It's just really being present in the light that's here, like remembering the celebration first. And then we see where the desire to experience hell is, basically. But now we're seeing it's so quick because we are powerful beings. The speed of correction is what is Jesus' offering. It's going, okay, let me show you how quick this correction is and how powerful it is to be infinite being is. So we'll come back around and look at this lesson today and ask Jesus, okay, I'm ready to see him, Jesus. Show me the denials. Love you so much, Jesus. So much happiness. And then it becomes so happy, like joyous. We've had some really funny circles here, actually. We have, because you see how powerful you really are, and how powerful just one thought of denial is. So it's like, give it to me, Jesus. That's where we are. Okay. So this is the light of divine being, and deepest gratitude to my brothers who come and have shined their light to remind me that I am light. I don't think it's about that. Regina, can you hear? It's the internet connection right now.
Oh, okay.
The internet connection's a bit unstable at the moment. So
Let's put it on.
no, this is fine. Okay. Yeah, our internet's stable, and also because it's unstable, just to let you know, it's taking a bit of delay. I'm seeing that. So I will go really slowly today. Okay? Very slowly. Hi, Marguerite, sending you love. So happy to have you here with us. Okay. And someone said something so beautiful too. It is beyond the sound. We're honoring what's beyond all sound, all thought. We're just resting as our true identity, the light, infinite happiness. And trust that Jesus will provide the way here. Because all of heaven, all the power of God is behind this looking. I was riding on the bus today and I just realized, yes, forgiveness is the only valuable movement within consciousness. The only valuable movement, because it's still movement, it's still the idea that change needs to occur. Yet the infinite power in that one decision to no longer deny divinity, infinite power, infinite love. Thank you, Jesus, for lesson 105. So today we look at the desire to deny lesson 105 with Jesus. God's peace and joy are mine. Jesus, will you show me the desire, any desire I have, below my level of awareness, to deny God's peace and joy are mine. Jesus, is there any desire to have an experience of denying God's peace and joy or mine? I'm willing to see it. And below my level of awareness. This is such a powerful opportunity for here the experiences that to see that it is desired experience to deny. It is the desired experience to deny infinite peace and joy as true inheritance. Yet this can be seen in pure innocence as well, without guilt, just completely surrounded by the love of God, always remaining, always remaining like infinitely there until the denials are, okay, I admit it, Jesus. God's peace and joy are yours. Today we will accept them knowing they belong to us. Jesus, I'm willing to see with all my heart, with everything that I am. I'm willing to accept and know that God's peace and joy are mine. And we will try to understand these gifts, increase as we receive them. This is why the celebration of giving and receiving is the same. For to deny is to withhold infinite love from ourselves. And thus we cannot give and receive all the Father has given to us. I'm willing to see that God's peace and joy are mine. Infinite happiness. In the light of truth that's here with my brother, I'm willing to see. That anything I could have asked for is already given. Everything I've ever asked for is already given here, in this light of divine being. They are not like the gifts the world can give, in which giver loses as he receives the gift. The taker is richer by his loss. This is giving and receiving that's unknown to this world. Giving and receiving is the celebration of infinite love of the one, all there is. In the light of truth, does the light of truth, the light of divine being that's here, does this know anything about taking? The light that we are, can taking be found here in infinite light? No taking. No taking. Just what is it? This foot is in. See that in the light, how easy actually it is to see the light, the holy instant. This is divine being. It's so easy unless there is a desire to say no to it, to say no to what's already infinite. Such are not gifts, but bargains made with guilt. Jesus, I'm willing to see guilt directly, simply with you. The desire for that experience. I'm willing to see that this world is a desire to make a bargain with guilt. You see it. Because all the infinite power of my identity rests in this seeing and nothing else. The truly given gift entails no loss. As the Father would not want this to be so. See that the infinite light of being that we are, does this light know loss? And in this light, we can see that loss is a desired experience of loss. Jesus, is there a desire below my level of awareness to experience loss? It is impossible that one can gain because another loses. Jesus, will you show me the desire below my awareness, the experience that one can gain and one can lose? This implies a limit, an insufficiency. Jesus, I'm willing to see the desire for limit, using this to limit for the experience of limitation and to feel myself as insufficient. And that there's no possible loss in seeing my brother as myself. In this infinite light. No gift is given thus, Such gifts are but a bid for a more valuable return, a loan with interest to be paid in full, a temporary lending meant to be a pledge of death, to be repaid with more than was received by him who took the gift. Jesus, I'm willing to see that desire for taking is a desired experience to limit myself. A loan with interest to be paid with guilt. This strange distortion of what giving means pervades all levels of the world, you see. It strips all meaning from the gifts you give. And leaves you nothing in the ones you take. A major learning goal this course has set is to reverse your view of giving so you can receive. To see that the current view of giving is taking love from yourself, limiting the experience of love for yourself. Jesus, I'm willing to see this. Giving has become a source of fear. And so you would avoid the only means by which you can receive. Jesus, I'm willing to see how this form of giving is an investment in the experience of fear. How fear is a partner to this desire. And so you would avoid the only means by which you can receive. Accept God's peace and joy, and you will learn a different way of looking at a gift. God's gifts will never lessen when they are given away. This is the meaning of giving all to all. So far beyond the idea of giving an object. This is expression of divinity. Happiness just because what is. That's giving. They but increase thereby. That's the increase. As heaven's peace and joy intensifies when you accept them as God's gift to you, so does the joy of your Creator grow when you accept His joy and peace as yours. Accepting His peace and joy is infinite giving and receiving. Infinite giving and receiving. Acceptance of this lesson. True giving is creation. Celebrating, celebrating. Infinite peace and joy is creation. It extends the limitless to the unlimited, eternity to timelessness, and love unto itself. See, as the infinite light of being that you are, your only function is to extend limitless to unlimited, eternity to timelessness, and love unto itself. See that this is the only thing that's light knows. See that the light only knows limitless. It adds to all that is complete already, not in simple terms of adding more, for that implies it was less before. It adds by letting what cannot contain itself fulfill its aim of giving everything it has away. Securing it forever for itself. See that the infinite light of being in our direct experience as light beings has no idea of holding on to. Can this be known in the light of infinite being? And that this is the only security. The only security is this light of infinite being. Today, accept God's peace and joy as yours. Infinite light. Let him complete himself as he defines completion. My only function is to see that I am this light. This is completion. This is completion. You will understand that what completes him must complete his son as well. He cannot give through loss. No more can you. Jesus, I'm willing to see I can't give through loss. Through the idea of keeping loss as an experience. Receive his gift of joy and peace today, and he will thank you for your gift to him. See that heaven celebrates this light. Does this light come and go and wait for celebration? No. Today, our practice periods will start a little differently. Begin today by thinking of those brothers who have been denied by you the peace and joy that are their right under equal laws of God. Jesus, is there any brother I have denied this light, that this light shines infinitely for? I'm willing to see. And to see that to deny the light to my brother is only to deny it for myself. To tell myself something that isn't true. For I see that the light in the brother in myself is one. And all there is that's given by the Father. Here you denied them to yourself. And here you must return to claim them as your own. Think of your enemies a little while and tell each one as he occurs to you. My brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Thus you prepare yourself to recognize God's gift to you, and let your mind be free of all that would prevent success today. Now you are ready to accept the gift of peace and joy that God has given you, and to see why your brother is the holiest gift of this world. For he brings only to you a reminder of the light. That is his only function. Now you are ready to experience the joy and peace you have denied yourself. Now you can say, God's peace and joy are mine, for you have given what you would receive. You must succeed today if you prepare your mind as we suggest. For you have let all bars to peace and joy be lifted up. Might need to be silent for a moment here. Thank you. Okay. I'm willing to see any desire for this experience. Jesus just said, keep going. Okay. See if I can speak. We might have to go to silence. let me be present with Jesus a moment and ask him what's helpful. Oh, I hear keep going. Okay. There we go. somehow this is helpful, and I guess I'm not the one to know how. Okay. Okay. You must succeed today if you prepare your mind as we success. You have let all bars to peace and joy be lifted up. I keep saying this is my function, so I'm going with it. It's my function. Go. Okay. Coughing, other still function. So tell yourself, God's peace and joy are mine. And close your eyes a while and let his voice assure you that the words you speak are true. Spend your 5 minutes thus with him each time you can today. This is such a great lesson in letting nothing that shows up in form stop you from your function. Not a single thing. Thank you, Jesus. Not anything is more important than function. But do not think that less is worthless when you cannot give him more. At least remember hourly to say the words which call to him to give you what he wills to give and wills you to receive. Determine not to interfere today with what he wills. And if a brother seems to tempt you to deny God's gift to him, see it as but another chance to let yourself receive the gifts of God as yours. Then bless your brother thankfully and say, my brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. There's so much power in seeing that nothing in form, nothing that appears in form can change infinite love. Not a thing. It's like infinite happiness. And that nothing in form can stop us from our function being infinite light, regardless of what appears in form. But even, I said this before too, even coughing, nothing interrupts infinite light, divine nature. And it's such a good reminder to stay in function regardless of what's coming up in form. I'm thanking Jesus for this. Like, I'm seeing every one of these things in purpose. Everything that appears is infinite love expressing. And I thank Jesus for this. And I thank all of you for this. Standing with me in the light of truth. So I feel to open it to my holy brother. If you have anything to express or share that's come to you from Jesus in this. And if not, we can just be in silence. So much love. Okay. Let's see. We'll call this the Lesson 102 coughing session. 105 coughing session for the name. And let me open up the floor to the beloveds. See if I can unmute. I might have to unmute you one at a time because there's a lot of background noise. So just if you want to say something, just raise your hand because we'd love to hear from you if you feel it. Okay. Anyone here feel to say something? Or you're all just resting as divine light? Okay. Okay. I love you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.